Today's box hit. 뭘까? 괴물이다. The English title for this movie is actually The Host, but do you guys know what 괴물 means? It means monster. For those of you who haven't seen this movie, we have a preview waiting for you right now.
Mr. Kim.
Formaldehyde. Dirty formaldehyde. Pour him into the sink.
I've heard your daughter's still alive. Why didn't you contact the police or the military, a human rights organization, something?
So, what's this movie all about? This movie follows the story of a man called Park Kang-do, a man working a snack bar by the Han River along with his dad Heebong and his daughter Hyun-seo. When the actual movie starts out, you can see an American pathologist freak out about a little bit of dust that are on some bottles. Those bottles turn out to be formaldehyde, a very strong carcinogenic chemical. He then orders his assistant to drain the bottles down the sink, but that causes all of the chemicals to go into the Han River. Now let me tell you, if you've ever taken a stroll down the Han River, you know exactly how bad this is. Over the next few years, the river starts acting a little bit weird, but it all blows up when a man that was on a bridge about to commit suicide says that he saw a moving dark figure in the river. We come back to Kang-do working a regular day, and his father and daughter are watching Namju, Kang-do's sister, who apparently is an archer. All seems fine and dandy until all of a sudden Kang-do notices that there's a huge crowd staring at something hanging over the bridge. When he gets closer, all of a sudden, boom! It turns out that the huge figure is a huge monster that came out of the river and started ravaging everyone on the side of the bridge. When everyone's running away, Kang-do notices the monster takes Hyun-seo with it. Everyone after that was assumed to be dead, so they hold a service to mourn for every single one of the victims. Both Namju and Namil, Kang-do's brother, show up. The family is fighting all night until all of a sudden an officer shows up, and they all get taken away in case of contamination. They're all put under quarantine. That night in the hospital, Kang-do is worried about his daughter, and he keeps on wondering if she's okay, when all of a sudden, when everybody is sleeping, he gets a call. The call is from Hyun-seo. She tells him where she thinks she is, but nobody believes Kang-do. Nobody listens to him but his family. The dad has some connections though, Heebong, so he tries to contact some friends to get him out of the hospital. They escape and they try to find Hyun-seo. They go back to their snack shop where they have a meal and they try to rest, but they soon actually end up facing the same beast that took Hyun-seo. They run away, but unfortunately the beast took the father's life. But he made sure that Kang-do, Namil, and Namju all escape so that they can find Hyun-seo. But soon after, the army is also following them. Kang-do is unfortunately taken. Namju and Namil do manage to escape, but they end up getting separated. Now, the big thing is, now there's a bounty placed on the whole family. Despite treason and a bunch of other problems that ensued afterwards, Namir does manage to trace where the call came from Hyunso and texts it to Namju and Kangdu. Kangdu, however, had been taken away. While taken away, he learns that the media has lied about what's actually going on and said that the monster was actually a virus that's been spreading around the country. However, he needs to head out to find Hyunso, so he gets a nurse, he holds her hostage, and he manages to escape. With the help of a homeless man that Namir meets on the way, he prepares to reach the destination and face the creature along with Kangdu, but Kangdu was already there. Meanwhile, back in the sewers, Hyunso meets a boy named Seju. Seju was actually one of two brothers that were eaten by the monster and spat back out into the sewers, but only Seju remained alive. Hyunso tried to take care of him and seeing how young he was, asked if he was okay. He said that he was hungry, so Hyunso sets out to see if she can help him, and when she looks out, the monster is sleeping, so she tries to run away and escape. But, surprise, the monster was actually awake the whole time and was trying to lure her out so that he could eat her. When Kangdu arrives at the spot, the monster is seen jumping out of the sewers, but when he looks really closely, he sees Hyunso's arm hanging out of the monster's mouth. The three brothers finally manage to meet up and face the monster. After much struggle, they managed to kill it, but they realized Hyunso had actually died holding on and protecting Seju. Already devastated enough, Kangdu decides to take Seju in. At the end of the movie, you can actually see the both of them sitting where Kangdu used to sit with his daughter, and they're having a meal together. They turn off the news to focus on each other. The film actually gained a lot of international recognition, and it was actually named one of the top movies of 2007 in the West. But what a lot of people don't realize is that this movie was actually inspired by a very lingering sentiment against the American occupation in Korea in the 2000s. It so happens that in the 2000s, military officials dumped a whopping 20 gallons of formaldehyde into the Han River, raising much concern from Korean citizens as this river is a huge drinking water source for all of Seoul's citizens. The film also carries a lot of symbolism, as Namir was actually the personification of what the director believed that college protesters used to be 10 years prior to the movie's debut, and also some depictions of the Korean government can be seen throughout the movie. The movie itself actually won a string of awards from 2006 up until 2008, along with a whole other string of extra nominations. This movie is really one that you don't want to miss. And that concludes our third episode of K-Movie Pang. We hope you had a riveting good time and got some insightful information on Korea's political situations and a bit of how society is today. We hope you had a riveting good time, and until next time, bye.